God help us.
Oh me, oh my.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Soul Tribe. Chrissy, World Witness.
Hey.
We're here. We had a little technical difficulty from Jade.
It was me. It was me. I couldn't get on.
So, we just had a little technical difficulty. So, tonight's show is my construct. I was thinking you guys were going to think I was nuts to want to talk about this, but I mean, there's been so much stuff about these different things, entities. So I thought it would be a fun thing for the Soul Tribe. So, but first I want to mention a few things. First, they'll be doing a show on Saturday, right? Delphine.
I'm sorry.
Did you talk to me? Show on Saturday?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yes, I am. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Yes, I will be doing live tarot readings for the Soul Tribe, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday.
Okay, awesome.
And
I might go on Friday. We'll see. Okay, and then Dennis, when's your next live?
My next live is tentatively scheduled to Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific for Native American storytelling.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Very
I'm thinking interviewing maybe a tribal member might be kind of fun. Fine. I don't know, because there's a
you can do that.
I got the Tahola people up here like 5 miles from, so the Tahola tribe. Anyway,
I'm finding there's a few people in the tribe here that would like to know more about Native American stuff.
Well, that'd be cool. Well, I think it'd be worth it for sure. So, well, future, who knows what I'll do, but okay. And then Joe, are you having a live, or you just go on whenever you feel like you need to? Do you have anything coming up?
I just pop on when I'm guided to. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The other thing I wanted to do, quick update on the book. So the book is still with the copy editor, waiting for Brett to see what the heck, what's going to happen with that. I've almost raised almost everything that I need for the next for what's finished, but so we'll just figure out that. I don't know. I'll have to, anyway. That's coming up, but I'm also trying to. I wanted to reach out and see if you guys have any ideas, because I want to do, in order to launch to the book, the character, a little mystery game on social media. So I'm working on that. I don't know if anybody has any ideas for that.
I'm getting an echo.
Email me. You're getting an echo?
Yeah.
If you've got YouTube, show up, you got to turn off the volume.
I don't have YouTube on.
I don't have YouTube on.
Let me see.
I don't have YouTube on either.
No, I have it on, but I don't have volume. I took the volume out.
Are you good now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's coming from you, Chrissy.
It's coming from
me?
me?
Yeah, it's coming from you.
It's just that voice of yours.
Possibly be.
Yeah, it's coming from your mic. I don't know.
Hold on a minute.
Sorry, keep going. It's not super distracting.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know where that's from, because nothing is open that needs a, maybe that's it. Okay, that might have been it. Okay, anyway, and so the other thing is I have a new website for the book. It's called, it's www.thekirstenkellychronicles.com. Just go there and sign up for the email, and then when things start happening, I'll be sending out emails. Okay. And the last thing I wanted to mention is Harley Ray. Harley Ray gave me my own discount code, everybody. I couldn't believe it. That was so nice of her. Anyway, so it's RW Chrissy. If you go over there and buy, you'll get 10% off your purchase if you use RW Chrissy. All right, that's it. Still echoing?
No.
No? Okay.
This is Harley Ray's candle. It is still living.
Yes, her stuff is phenomenal.
It's gotta be 4 months old.
Let me tell you, I went through that. She sent me a Soul Tribe candle, and I used it, and was it so yummy smelling. I'm like, and I get all my sage from them and my crystals too. So, and it's good quality stuff. Let me tell you.
That's what it
So
is. It's a Soul Tribe candle. It's soy.
Yes.
It says
Try it,
100%
man.
soy.
It's so good. So yeah, so go to what is it? It's Harley Ray Crystal Shop and RW Chrissy. All right, so we're talking about, let's get going on this thing here. We're talking about interdimensional. I have portals, but they're interdimensional beings. Like there's so many things going on. There's an actual, I guess, category for this called cryptozoology. And cryptozoology is a pseudoscience and subculture that searches and
Crypto
studies
or cryptid?
No, it's cryptozoology.
Crypto.
Which
I
makes
think
me
it's
wonder.
cryptid.
No,
Okay,
it's
either one.
I have cryptozoology from the Wikipedia.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, if it's on
Okay.
Wikipedia, then it must be true.
Well, I know. Wikipedia. All right, somebody put in Wikipedia cryptozoology. I think you mean.
You want me to
cryptoid.
let me see? Let me look.
Well, you can, but I think it's called either cryptoid or cryptology. It's
It's
like
called
both.
cryptozoology. Crypto, CRYPTOZOOLOGOY.
Right.
Good, good. Maybe they'll have a coin coming out. That'll be great. Well said.
Anyway,
You never know. Anyway, and so okay, so what that is, it's a pseudoscience and subculture that searches and studies unknown, legendary, or extinct animals whose present existence is disputed or unsubstantiated, particularly those in folklore such as Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Yeti, Chupacabra, the Jersey Devil, the Munkhalmembe. Anyway, there's a whole bunch. What?
Skunk ape, grass man. There's a lot.
Man,
so there's like
a lot.
just a whole bunch. There's a lot. I mean, that's just hardly any.
Don't forget
anyway.
fairies too, fairies and elementals and all that stuff.
Well, I'm going to throw one more out at you for the Native Americans. Wendigo.
Yes. Oh yeah, the Wendigo. What about Jersey Devil? That was one that. I mean, and it's. I hate to say this. This is really sad, but I mean, I didn't know anything about this till I started watching. You're gonna laugh at me till I started watching the X-Files, which was in the 90s. And I'm like, oh my gosh! And then I started looking up all these creatures. I'm like, well, those things are actually what people are thinking. Like, I thought it was made up for the show. I didn't know, but yeah, there's actually. Anyway, so interesting to me. But basically, and it's my contention that a lot of these creatures. Okay, I have two theories. So I'll go with my theories and I'll ask you guys. So my theory, as far as Bigfoot, even the Mothman, like that, some of these other types of the Jersey Devil, the Wendigo, like all these things. Do you think, I have two theories, they're either one, dimensional, right? So I think they're from another dimension, they come through portals throughout the planet. Or two, could be both. Do you think that they are biologically created in like the gums and stuff? Because we know they've been, experimenting with, and the fact that Men in Black seem to also be connected with whenever people, especially any kind of sightings, reportings, you always hear of the Men in Black coming up. So, what is your theory as to are these creatures? Do you think that they're just interdimensional entities, or do you think that they're biologically created by humans, and then, or do you think it's a little bit of both? So, why don't we start? We'll start with Dennis.
I'll say both.
Both.
Even
why-
even us humans that can be interdimensional. I've gone through dimensions before.
You have.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
I've actually seen a program about Sasquatch up here in the
Mhm.
Pacific Northwest where they were videotaping one, and they saw and videotaped a shadow against a cliff wall of
Mhm.
Sasquatch, but there was nothing in between the camera and the wall other than the
Oh, cool.
shadow itself.
Wow.
That's weird.
So it's
Wow.
either cloaking or it's going into another dimension.
I think some of it's cloaking too. But the question is the cloaking when they? I mean, I'm so confused with the cloaking because isn't the cloaking more like? Um, I think they're sort of stepping into.
It's probably just changing the
sort of, but
vibrational level.
not all the way in. You know what I'm saying?
He's probably increasing the vibration
Okay.
to make it invisible.
Yeah. It's amazing. I don't know. So interesting. Okay, Joe, what do you think? What's your take on the situation?
Sorry, I'm wiping my face. I was doing dog beds today, washing the blankets. So I feel like I have hair all over me. I actually
They
think
were just sharing some of their hair with you.
yes, they were. They thrown it at me, mocking me. No, I actually do believe it's nothing of this is man-made. I don't think this is clones. I don't think it's governments. Nothing. I do think it's manifestations, and I do think it is portal related. Also,
Mhm.
you can't have many cultures, separated continents, and it's just I just think it's creatures that have access to our realm.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's pretty much the bottom line.
Yeah. What do you think, Delphine? Lady D, what is your take on the situation?
I think that it's a little bit of both. I think that the men in black show up because either or it was something that they cooked up that they did
Mhm.
that was dark and demonic, and or they don't want it getting out people to know what's the nature of reality and what's really happening and that certain things exist.
Yeah.
I think they create portals to come in and out. And I think that sometimes they're not necessarily meaning to cloak themselves, that it just kind of happens, and or sometimes they do mean to cloak themselves.
Yeah. I think so too. And
One of
and
the
the other thing, go ahead. Go,
I
Joe.
was just going to add something that some of the, like for instance the Native American and even many of the indigenous cultures here of the United States, they all seem to, even though they have Sasquatch or hairy man or woolly man, however you want to
Mhm.
talk about that, but if you look at the Wendigo, there's another one that the Native Americans, I have it up here. It's Piasa. That one looks very specifically along the lines of New Jersey Devil, aka Mothman
Mhm.
type. That's the only one that really has wings with them, but it's really unique. But they also associate those with flesh eaters. In other words, but I couldn't find anything
Mhm.
on people missing with the encounters. In other words, from stories. I mean, I went back to 16, 18, 1400s, but
Mhm.
the first sighting in the United States that they documented was around it was a French Canadian explorer in 1580 something.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yep.
that was pretty unique. I mean, to when you throw something out there like that, even for that particular person, that's not a stupid thing to do because people are going to think, oh, he's nuts. No, he
Right.
was ballsy enough to say, no, I saw this.
Yeah.
And something like that I take very seriously because reputation is everything. Don't forget, you're also talking about religious
Mhm.
repercussions. on top
Right.
of that. So, I mean, when someone has the nerve to write down what they've seen, I take that to heart. I really do.
Right. And you know, I mean, for me, like I didn't even, I mean, I started actually, you know what got me going with with just even like researching Bigfoot, whatever. It was when it was like years ago, and I saw there was a documentary called the Legend of Boggy Creek. Did you ever see that? The Legend of Boggy Creek. And I just remember it freaked the crap out of me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then I started looking into it, and I'm like, "These things are real." And then I found the Patterson film, which that's the film that everybody talks about, where this guy, they were out there hunting, and supposedly this is what they got, and they have like examined this this film any which way you can, and I think pretty much the consensus is that it's a real entity. So I just wanted to show this to you. Hold on, I'm just gonna, it's just like a minute clip long, just so I could show everybody. Hold on a second. And then I want to get into different ways that you know, people are seeing and hearing them. But okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Is it sharing? Yes. Okay. So this is the Patterson footage. This is the high quality. This is they've run it to quality frame, but this is it. And if you notice, see, there's breast there. I mean, like, and they've analyzed just all of the muscles. You can see everything. And I mean, the other interesting thing that I find throughout most of the people that actually see a Bigfoot, like, in my opinion, at least from what I've been able to look at, it's very rare that they actually attack humans. I mean, this one here is running away, not really wanting to negotiate, you know, engage. And so I have a hard time believing that these are, you know, animals that are, you know,
I think they only
in it for,
attack
you know,
if they feel threatened.
I mean, if they're provoked.
Yeah.
But then that's true for any kind of animal, right? I mean,
That's
human
true.
or otherwise. So,
And
you know, when you
it
look at it
definitely
that way,
clearly is a breast on there. That looks like a breast.
yeah, doesn't it? It
Yeah,
looked like
it
it was
really
a
does.
female. And I was like,
I mean,
wow,
I'm
you
not a
know,
professional, but I've seen a few.
yeah.
But no, that
You're
really
not
does.
You've
But that
seen your
really
share, though.
does look like a breast. I believe that's a
I don't
female
know.
for
They
sure.
could be moobs.
I mean, you know, I have aunts that possibly could have been confused,
Or uncles.
or that hairy.
Oh my God.
Making a little fun of it, but no, I mean,
What's
really,
the matter,
that.
Delphine?
I mean, think about that. Someone quote is making up this suit. Why would they go to the trouble of really putting a mammary gland there?
Right.
In other words, making this look like a female. I'm sorry, that's hard to ignore. You know,
Exactly. And it's hard to, I mean, why would they bother? Is right.
right.
And it just doesn't make any sense to me as to why. And I mean, the whole way it all happened, I mean, he's on his horse. It was the horse that started bucking and, you know, started freaking out. And then, you know, he kind of fell almost off the horse, which is why it, you know, it's all cockeyed and everything. And I mean, it was a miracle he even got it. Every time it's so funny, though, because in this day and age, okay, we all carry a camera, a video with our phones and stuff. I'm amazed that we still don't have. I mean, there's people that say that they catch them. You know, you just don't know. But I'm surprised that there's not more sightings in actual, you know, films like that even out there. You know,
There actually are. There's this show called Paranormal Caught on Camera that's on the Travel Channel, and you see so many sightings because everyone has walking camcorders now. So everyone has cell phones. So you can go to the website and there's so much. So There's so many footage. There's so much
Wow.
footage. There's so much footage of Bigfoots and Sasquatches and all these cryptids, all things that we did not think existed, like witches. And in fact,
Yeah.
it's because of that show that I've broadened my horizons about things, especially cryptids and Sasquatch, for
I
sure.
think my first experience on that was
Wow.
in Search of with Leonard Nimoy,
I
and
remember
like
that show.
bring in, but some of us remember the horribleness of the $6 million man, and when they brought Bigfoot in as an android, and that's kind of where the expression from Happy Days when Fonzie went to jump the shark, that
Yeah.
was it for them.
Yeah,
That,
jump
yeah,
ship.
that was it.
Oh, for
But
sure.
yeah, but
Oh,
they
that's
see that was, and for me that was a way that they were trying to discredit even back then. You know what I mean? They're saying,
yeah.
"Oh, he's a robot." I just thought it was, even as a kid, I thought they're making fun of that. You know what I mean? In other words, you see this thing that, I'm sorry, there's things that can be can't be explained. I mean, you know, as a kid, I've seen
Right.
a ghost or two, couldn't explain it. I
Mhm.
saw my grandfather the night he
Wow.
died, but that's one of those things. In other words, I'm sorry, there's just certain things out there that we can't explain, and I'm sorry,
Yeah.
science
Sure.
just won't acknowledge that. You know, that's just it. And
Yep.
it's, you know, that it's just one of those things where, no, we don't know what it is. Don't make fun of it. I mean, it's just one of
Right.
those things where we don't know. I don't hold
Mhm.
your beliefs, but you can't. Way back then, that first film is what brought everything to light. They can't uh, they can't tear it apart, so they mock it and they make fun of it. And again,
Right.
it's no different than ghosts don't exist, near death experiences don't exist. If you're a skeptic, in other words, these experts that are skeptics that, you know, that you see them on, well, I used to see them on television. It's always the same people.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They don't believe anything.
Yeah.
Their name should be,
They get
I
paid
don't
to
believe in
do
shit.
that.
Right. That's what their name should be. You can't just sit there and, oh, it's ridiculous. It's padding. No, you're just a jerk that doesn't believe in shit. That, you know, you think there's a rational explanation for everything.
Right.
You know, I mean, so my thing for those people is define love. You can't put a finger on it. You can't tangibly touch it. You can't physically show love. In other words, in a scientific study, because you can't grab it. You know what I mean? You can't touch it. You can't feel it. You can't necessarily film it.
Right.
You can see the act of, yes. But again, that's my argument to some of these non-quote believers that want to bust everything up. You know, it's just one of those things. Before we knew there was oxygen, what did you think you were breathing in and out?
Methane.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There, when
Right.
we studied science, we all knew we breathed in and we breathed out. We didn't know it was oxygen. We didn't know it was carbon monoxide. We didn't know it was methane. It was just natural. We assumed
Mhm.
these things. Okay. Did we call it breath? Yes. But we didn't break it down into the scientific
Right.
aspect of it, is what I'm getting at. That's all. 2 cents.
Well, what's interesting is, okay, so Russ is saying here in the chat, actually scientists are, I mean, I think, as I understand it, he's saying science doesn't know about Bigfoots, but they have their skeletons in the basement of the Smithsonian. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's the same thing with the giants, the bones that they've collected all over the world. The Vatican and the Smithsonian are hiding. They hide a lot of our evolutionary. I mean, I don't believe that we were put here, you know, that we were apes, and that whole scenario is just ridiculous. I mean, I can't believe any intelligent person believes that. Sorry if somebody believes it, but, you know.
No, then why aren't apes just turning into humans on a weekly or daily basis? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You know, fish
That's
should be
my
walking
argument.
up
I'm
out of the ocean going, "Hey, how you doing?" They don't.
So I mean, that's how humans would evolve, like become human. You wouldn't have a baby, you know, or whatever. It's so retarded. I can't, you know. but yeah, and what's interesting is that I mean, obviously, so there's been when there's been high sightings of Bigfoot in the area. Then I'm trying to take this off. I don't. Oh, there we go. When there's been Bigfoot hiding sightings in the area, they've also noted UFOs in the area, but also there's the orb phenomenon, which is amazing. You know, whether or not they come in through the portal as orbs or what. So Delphine is dying to show us something. So go ahead. What you say? What do you say, Delphine? Uh-oh.
We need to put on the music.
Well, since you said orb, that's a perfect segue to the video. So I have an orb video, never shown
I
before.
can't wait to see this.
I was meditating. I did a big kind of affirmation meditation to this to the full moon back in September. I forget which one it was. And I thought I was taking a picture of the full moon. And so I did. I took a few pictures. And then what happened was when I went to go see it, when I went to go look at the picture, I noticed that I caught an orb. Okay, you can see it now, right? I'm going to try to
here,
play
I gotta
it.
put it in. Hold on. I'm adding it to the stream. Okay, there we go.
Okay, I'm going to try to do it very slow so you can see how it's circulating now. I did not see this live when I took the picture. And then when I saw this, I didn't even know I was taking a video. I thought I was just taking a picture. So there it is, slow motion. See how it's
Oh my gosh.
See that?
Yes.
See how it's circulating? Let me see if I can get a full.
Well, to me, what's astonishing is the color.
Isn't it? That's what I thought too. I'm trying to get it so you can. This stupid thing's not here. Let me see if I can get it more full screen here.
What about the lower?
I'm gonna try to do it again. But I got the color too. The same thing, Jay. It's the color was unbelievable. And if I can try to blow it up, if you blow it up, it's like twirling, it's sparkling, and it's all sparkles, and it's spinning like remind me of like a nucleus.
Is that better? If you blow it up, it'll disappear.
Yeah.
Shoot. I wish I got more of it. Let me see if I can.
You didn't even know you got that. That's the amazing part. I mean, after you go back and see it.
Well, yeah.
Here we go again. Let me see if I can. There we go. Can you see it? That's much better. See that?
Yes.
See that? Yeah. See how it's sparkling and it's like swirling? So that's an orb. I didn't. So I don't know what in God's name that is. I don't know what that is. I thought I was taking a picture of the full moon. I'll do it one more time. But
I almost think they're getting the sparkling. That's the reflection off the moon. But as it coming up into the moonlight, it almost seems like that's where you get the sparkling from.
But Jay, like you said, the color is what got me. Yeah. That's what it stood out. It's the color. It's like this turquoise green. And, also, when I can't do it now, but with my camera, I really blew it up. So I kept on going, blowing it up, and I blew it up. And if you blow it up, it's actually like it is an orb. It's twirling, and it's like it's swirling and spinning, and there's all these sparkles, and it looks like a nucleus, and it's just unbelievable. So that really doesn't do justice, but
Forever Free says it's the weed.
What's that?
I said Forever Free says it's the weed.
Oh,
in other words, what were you smoking?
Well, obviously my camera was high then too. Right? How could my camera be high too? Because was my camera smoking? Because it got it on the camera.
So they're going, they're gonna love this shit.
Camera was saying, "Pass it, pass it."
mean, I'm not saying that I wasn't high or I was high. I don't remember. Could be full disclosure.
good.
Brought to you
However,
by fulldisclosure.com.
brought to you
Fulldisclosure.com.
by godbud is awesome.com. However, my camera was not partaking.
Your camera is.
Just saying.
Listen, honestly,
Oh,
I've never
no.
seen one in blue. I've seen many
Okay.
orbs. In
Yeah,
fact,
maybe.
some
Always
of the
been
Soul
white.
Tribe has sent me orbs that I've seen pink. Even on a greenish hue, nothing that brilliant. That was a brilliant
know.
color when you think about it. That's amazing.
You think it was
Isn't
a
that
fairy?
amazing?
It has something to do with the aura.
There is copyright on it if someone tries to steal this footage. Just
So I want to let you know what I'm dealing with my husband. God love him. Isn't he
Yeah.
precious? Okay. I showed that to him. He goes, "Oh, that was just a camera trick."
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the camera trick.
You
That
know,
was
I
going
was
up. I mean, it was
expecting
nothing
words
like
underneath that orb.
whatever.
You know, like the old songs they used to post on the tube.
You
The
were
little-
expecting what, Dennis?
like words
By
to a
the
song.
light.
underneath it.
You remember how
Oh
they used
yeah,
to
yeah,
do
like
the
Tinkerbell.
songs?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
Tinkerbell.
doing the
That's what
words.
I said it kind of looked.
Mhm.
What if it was a fairy? I mean, we don't know. You don't know. Like it's
So-
Could
it.
be.
Right
you
there,
don't know
that
if it
could
was
be
a
an
fairy or not.
interdimensional being that we don't know about. I think.
Yep.
I mean, it could have been my soul. It could have been my spirit guide. It could have been an angel, a
been.
fairy. We just don't know. But that's a real life orb. So there's
And
your
I
segue.
just want to comment on your husband being not even entertaining the fact that it could be something else.
Something.
Thank
Right
you.
away went
Thank
to the
you.
default. If you didn't say it, I would just say, why do you got to be such a dick?
He's calling the
Um,
nearest loony bin.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, you know I did.
Well,
I
I
did.
know, but to me, it is one of those things
Can't
where
you see that?
when you automatically dismiss it, like I know this, that's
That's
the
the
stuff
way
that
it is.
really bothers me because
Me too.
you don't know. You don't know. And many people are like that. But it is one of those things where you can't even go, oh, wow, that's wild, or wow, I've never seen nothing like it. No,
Yeah.
no,
Just
it's
dismiss it.
bullshit. Yeah.
Right, right.
This is it.
Okay, so
Outright.
you all saw it. There's no
Yeah.
way that that's like a bug or anything. That is an orb. And anyone my husband is a dick, okay, for saying that it isn't. Full
Hey, that was,
disclosure.com.
full disclosure, that was my opinion.
full
For his actions, I'm sorry.
Oh no, Delphine's husband hates me because I'm a wacko. All right.
You know what? I
But he's
think
not
I'm
watching.
actually
He doesn't
here.
watch these things.
right here. I think I'm going to put
Good.
a
Yeah,
swear jar.
We'll see.
I'm going to put a shelf back there. I think I'm going to put a swear jar.
I was very good in the live
Well, you
privates.
gotta
I
be
did not swear once, Jay.
A
Yes,
very
sir.
strong
Good.
shelf too, so you put a jug on it.
No, but seriously, going back to this orb, that was fascinating to see such
was.
a color. I've never seen that before.
Sure.
Right.
Not that type of blue, that color. That was pretty damn amazing. I got to admit, I've never seen anything like that.
Right.
That was pretty amazing. I thought so too. I mean, I've
Yeah.
never seen and I got that. And I'm telling you, I did not. I thought I was taking a picture. And when I blow it up on my camera, if you see it like 1,000 times blow it up, it's moving, it's sparkling, it's
Wow.
crazy. It's even more magnificent. It looks magical.
Well, could I ask you just to play it in full speed real quick? Could you do that just to send it in normal speed? Because
Now,
I know
that
you slowed it down for us to see it, and I'm sure it's just going to be a split second. But I would just like to see it in normal speed.
Sure thing. Here we go.
And then I think we should ask the cards as Forever Freeze. Dennis is pulling out the pendulum.
Here we go.
Yes, he
Here
is.
you go. There she goes. Here we go again.
Wow.
And the way it's moving, it's like,
Here we go.
you know, it is
It's bouncing like
vibrating.
Yeah, but I mean,
vibrating.
honestly, it was it's really, my thing is it's keeping its shape. I mean, I think we're seeing the distortion with the camera, but
or if it was a bug,
It seems
would
like
see the
as at
wings.
first when it starts to jerk is when it loses a little bit of its shape. But my God, that's pretty amazing. It really is.
I thought so. And my husband, it's like, come on, dude, that's pretty. I think that's one of the best orbs I've seen. And I watched that paranormal con on camera all the time,
Yeah.
and that's an amazing orb. And it's usually I'm telling you, you catch the things when you're not trying to catch things. For instance,
Right.
when I saw that spaceship, when I saw the triangle, I wasn't expecting to
Well,
see it. It's always when you
I-
don't expect it.
I don't. Someone's saying in the chat or mentioned in the chat lens flare, not blue.
No.
Lens flare, no. That's what Mary.
I don't know if they're for it or against it. It doesn't matter.
No.
But
I
I
don't
have
think
never
it's lens
seen
flare, just
a
because of the
blue
color.
lens
No,
flare.
it's not. That's
at
not
night.
lens flare at night, honey.
When
That was a full
like I
moon.
said, yeah, but I'm
And,
just
and,
saying.
and is a lens flare like an actual blue, like spurling? When you see it full up, it's not lens flare, honey. It's a moving,
Right.
twirling object.
Moving and
But
twirling.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I mean, I'm not a technical guy, but I
Yes.
actually did have a number of cameras and was always taking pictures.
Mhm.
I've never seen anything like that. That's all I'm
Yeah.
getting at. I mean, I've seen flares, and even when the original video cameras came out and all those things, I enjoyed that, so I didn't mind it. But see, I could use it in my hands. I wasn't pushing a button,
Right.
so it wasn't so technical to me. It was actually easy because
Okay.
I'm techno zero. But
Hold on.
that's amazing.
Right. So Mary Jean J is saying they're in every picture I take. Well, Mary Jean J, when you get a video of something like that and put it live on camera,
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
Let's see it.
Yeah,
Until
let's
then,
see it.
I disagree, sweetheart.
Well, no, yeah, we're all entitled to our opinions.
We're all
That's fine.
entitled to our opinion, but I disagree.
I've never seen
I've never
blue
seen
on a
anything
lens
like
flare.
that.
Just the
Right.
blue
On a
color
lens
that
flare
really
at
got
night.
me, and the way that it was
Right,
moving.
and agree to disagree.
I agree to
And
disagree, but if you
let's
see that
be
all the
honest.
time,
Let's be
let's
honest.
see it.
Mary Jean got some. She got some shit that happens around her too.
You do.
Yeah.
You have it.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean,
Mary Jean-
I'm
Mary
open to
Jean-
it. I'm open to it.
Yeah, I mean, actually, email us what you have. I mean, I'd be willing to come on.
She's saying on her Instagram. Just send it over to Chrissy
send it
or
to-
Lady D.
right.
Either way, that'd actually be pretty cool to see it.
My
Wake
pendulum
up,
says
Dennis.
it's the spirit.
Because if
Ooh.
it does disprove it, I'll stand corrected.
Hello.
Because I've seen her videos and there's some good stuff coming on, but I'd
All
like to
right.
see it.
Pass on this. Dennis just said it's a spirit.
It's a spirit.
That's
Okay,
that's
the
what I'm
king
saying.
says it's a spirit.
Well,
I think-
Nah, we're all wrong.
I think it was somebody trying to get your attention. For sure.
Orbs
It
are
was somebody
spirits.
trying to get your attention. That's what I think.
That's pretty cool. That
You
honestly.
know? So cool.
No, but
So-
some kind of camera trick. I want to know. So we'll see. Everyone
We'll,
take pictures. Everyone have their camera out. Excuse
yeah,
me.
I know Renee. Now, Renee, I've spoken to Renee quite a lot, one of our soul tribers. Hi, Renee. And
she got a lot of stuff.
She has a whole bunch of I mean, like,
She
she
does.
gets stuff all the time. She gets fairies in
Yep.
her.
She
I mean,
gets stuff that looks
literally,
like fairies. Yes, I've
they
seen.
do
Yeah,
look
she
like
does.
fairies.
And she has the fairy on it. So, of course, Mary
Yeah.
Jean gets tons of stuff too. I've seen stuff. We should have everyone start sending us our stuff and like showing them.
We should do like a soul tribe orb / paranormal, caught on tape type thing. Maybe we'll do that. That we can put that together. We can all go on, and show our perspective pictures and stuff. I mean,
Jason, Soldier of Light gets a lot of things too.
One of the best
Okay, wait
ones
a second.
I've ever
Okay,
seen.
so
If you don't
Mary
mind me saying real quick. Go ahead.
Let me. Okay. So this is So this is what Mary Jean is talking about. Okay, ready?
All right.
Okay.
Play it up to the camera.
I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. Okay. Can you see?
No. Can you put it up on your email and then present it on your? You can present it like I did.
Let me email it to myself. Hold on a minute. Let me email it to myself.
And then you can present it like I did.
Let's see.
Of course,
Bigfoot.
Renee, you have
Oh,
fairies.
goodness.
That's why she has the fairies in her screen name.
Yeah, she's
Okay, well, while you are chit chatting about this, I have a bizarre thing that I just kind of got. Okay, we talk about cryptoids and Bigfoot and
Mm-hmm.
orbs and everything like that. All these things could easily be interdimensional and portal based. I mean, that would pretty much explain certain things. Now, and I'll be honest with you. Tanya Lene has sent me a couple of videos with orbs, and I've seen almost 24 orbs in some of the photos that you sent me, going in and out of walls.
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we can get permission from her and show them, but what I'm getting at is I have a bubble machine that I run with the grandson, It's got 100 million bubbles at one time. In fact, full disclosure, the grandson doesn't need to be there for me to run it, okay? Just saying, I like the bubbles.
Right.
But what I'm getting at is I don't know how we segue into, say, like going towards the Mothman or Prophecies, because this is really something that in most cases when you see an orb like that, I automatically think spirit. I do. And
that's what I think,
or
too.
angel or something. But that particular color, that's a first for me.
It's so interesting.
That's the first for me.
For some reason, this isn't. It just keeps spinning. I can't get it to forward. I'll work on getting it, Mary. I don't know.
Yeah, Mary
why
Jane,
this
let her send you maybe
going on
through
here.
email or however you guys can get it so that we could perhaps put it up on video.
Yeah, I'll actually, Mary Jean, if you want to email me, you have my email. Just why don't you email me, honey, and just do it that way, and then I can pull it up on my computer easier. It's Real World Witness at Outlook.com.
No, you're good, Mary Jean. No, we're not bashing you, honestly. We
You're
just
allowed your opinion.
yeah, we just want to check it out. We're believers. If it's a camera flare to you, great. I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's something to talk about. It's just dialogue.
Yeah, we're not into it all. No.
Right.
We just like, hey man, we're investigating. It's an investigation, So yeah, so just email it to my email address, and then I'll be able to probably put it up on the screen here. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about, so I guess we could segue into the Mothman prophecies. Well, first of all, I wanted to mention a couple things with the Sasquatch, okay? Because, so Renee is actually reading a book about
telepathy.
Telepathy.
Okay. Note to self: make Chrissy say telepathy for giggles. Go ahead.
Telepathy.
Yeah, and then
telepathy.
Delphine's kryptonite is guru. Just so you know, guru. She can't say it. No, go ahead, telepathy. It's okay.
Telepathy guru. Telepathy guru. Telepathy guru.
Telepathy guru. Telepathy guru. No, I can't even do it. Telepathy. It's hard.
I know.
Anyway, okay, so the ways that, first of all, let's just finish up on the sightings of Sasquatch or Bigfoot. I mean, basically, everybody that follows, the lore, people say that they smell a really bad stench, smells like rotting garbage, or I don't know, maybe even worse than that. And then they do communicate. And I used to watch, Bigfoot, Expedition Bigfoot and all that. They go out in the woods, and they also say that they've come across. See, this is the thing See, I worry about these shows. I mean, okay, I'm just going to say this and be full disclosure. I'm just going to say a lot of these shows, you have to be careful because, they can pretty much fake I'm just saying. And recently on Expedition Bigfoot, they came across the woods and the trees were all bent a certain way, and they're trying to say that was Sasquatch doing it and this and that. And I'm like, well, okay, well that'd be easy to stage. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that they don't do that. I'm just saying, okay. The other thing that they do is, of course, the knocking, which is what they always, you see the hunters of knocking, trying to get. They also try to talk with their mind. I'm gonna say, I can't say the other word.
Telepathy.
That's very
Sorry.
interesting to me. Yes. But they have their own language and this and that. So in vocalizations, that's the biggest thing people hear is the vocalization, listen, and all of that. And that's what I've usually seen on TV and whatever. So anyway,
Well,
it's just
yeah,
very
but it's nothing to joke about. I mean, I'm sorry if you're a pet owner. I'm pretty sure if you love your pet, you're connected to them. I'm sorry, you know what they're saying and feeling a lot. You really do. You don't. I mean, a normal person can do that, but
yeah.
I don't discount those things. I mean, I think it's pretty fascinating.
I discount the Sasquatch shows that go on for 3 or 4 years and never have any visual evidence of it.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
See, I'm not one to. Well, I don't watch TV, but when I did, Sasquatches weren't my thing. But I do think my problem with Sasquatch, it was almost like they just kind of took away from literally the $6 million man. That was the first time I thought they're just making fun of it, and I really don't make fun of those things because we don't know. I have a hearty respect for when you see Native American carvings and paintings of them in rock,
Yeah.
and paintings on
that's
walls.
the same argument, right?
I'm
And
sorry. I mean, you didn't really see a cartoon. Native Americans didn't draw cartoons like, oh, hey, look at this. This is a joke. It's not.
Right.
Archaeology doesn't lie.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, not for nothing. These people, what purpose do they have? I mean, they're not lying. They're putting it in. I mean, what it takes to do these pictographs on rocks and everything. I mean, I just don't think that they're lying about seeing it thousands of years ago. I mean, Okay, so here, I got the email from Mary. Hold on. I'm gonna share this screen. Hold on a minute. Let's see. I gotta share this.
It's all good, Mary Jean. No worries, honey. No one takes offense. We're all family here.
Love, okay.
I don't take anybody's offense.
Family. Okay, let me.
Curious minds want to know. Except for Joe and Dennis, they always take offense because they're guys. I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm appalled.
No.
Paul or
Get
Peter,
real big
whichever you
trouble
want
if
to
I
go.
took somebody's fence.
Okay, hold on. Here it comes.
Can
Here
you
comes.
see it?
No, it's
I
clocking.
see it.
Hang
I
on.
see a recalibrating sign.
You see it?
Yeah,
Nope.
I see a
Calibrating.
circle.
Are you seeing? Are you seeing?
There you go.
You're not in my
I see your
screen.
email. See your email.
Yeah.
Oh, why can't you see my?
Well, you might want to take that down so Mary.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Mary's
then can you
email's
see
not
this? You can't see my screen.
No, we can only see
Hold
the.
on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see something. Wait a second.
Sorry, I
Let me
couldn't
just
sign on
open
with the
it
link
in
you
the
sent me. I think it's your
Oh, there
email.
we go. Okay, see if you can, okay, can you see it now?
Yeah, but make it
kinda
bigger,
small.
please.
Yeah, there you go. All right, there it is.
Can you make it larger?
Can you make the
Can I
screen
make it
larger?
bigger?
Can you make it larger?
Let me get my magnifying glass.
Yeah, that's kind of small.
No, wait a second. I'm trying. Wait a second.
Is that too
Oh,
sun?
shoot. Hold on. Let me try it again. Yeah. Oh, wait, here.
That's even smaller.
I know.
It's not letting me full screen. Here we go.
Okay, well, how about we just get it, and if you can get it,
Okay,
maybe
wait, let me go
format it or
back.
something. That's a little better.
Mary Jean, email it to
Here
me.
we
You
go.
have my
Ready?
email.
Can you see
And
it?
you have my text. You can send it to me, sweetie.
There, you got
Okay,
it?
I
Can
do.
you
I
see
do
it?
see
It's
that.
right there.
I did see
It
that.
was.
Yes,
It was
I
a
did
blip.
see
I
it.
did see that.
I did see a blip, that same color. I did
No,
see it. Yep.
That
did
was
see it.
that
Yep.
was like a
Buddy.
greenish with a blue hue.
I
That's
do. It
daylight.
Yep.
That's
That's
daylight.
daylight.
You wouldn't get that at night.
I got that
Not
at
that,
midnight.
and that was a
And
brilliant
it's a little
blue.
different. It looks a
Mine
little
was like
different too.
mine was
But
I'm
pitch
just
dark
saying.
and a
how,
full
all right,
moon.
how about we take this and maybe
I'll send it.
prop it up for the next show?
I'll send.
You know what I mean? Like prepare it and throw it up there.
Yeah.
I'm sure she has others. But I mean, no, that's I did see
we can-
the quick
Okay.
boom.
Somehow I lost. Oh, there we go. I almost lost.
Yeah,
that.
how would that happen at night? When not at the full moon when it's pitch dark, and then
Yeah, you
well, it's
know.
not
Well,
the,
in
in the
yours
full
was
moon.
and yours
Dennis
was
said
like
it
it was
was a
different.
spirit.
That one, it looked like it was like the camera was moving and it was doing this, right? You could see it. But yours, it didn't seem like it was moving with the. You were just. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, it's all relative. But
Well, if
anyway,
you could, maybe we can reformat that and bring it up for next
yeah.
show. Just to
And I'll do a poll. Poll, and Dennis will do our. I have a pendulum, and Dennis will do his pendulum as well. And so we'll
Oh,
do.
that's a good
We'll
idea.
figure it out. We'll figure it
We'll
out.
do it. We'll
Very
do.
because
interesting.
I definitely like to see it. And if she has any more, maybe pick one of the better
Yeah.
ones or a couple of them. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
You know,
At
might
one
as well
at night.
gather them all. Get
Mhm.
everybody.
Yeah, one at night would be the indicator would be. I'd be interested to see one at night.
Yeah. If
You
anybody
get an
has,
That would
orb.
be-
You get an
yeah.
orb. You
if
get an
anybody
orb.
has like a blue orb or something in pictures at night, send them to either me or Delphine. We'll do we'll do another show about all this. This is just like preliminary, whatever. We don't know.
My
Fascinating.
orbs
Fascinating.
adored you.
My orbs are
Okay,
bigger
let's
than
go
your
into-
orbs.
Yes, your orbs are. Okay, keep it clean. Keep it clein.
We are not going
I have
there.
male orbs. I have male orbs. Okay.
They're
This is
even
a
bigger than
family
my
show.
moves. So
I do want
I said
to
it
make.
for you, Dennis.
Did you guys ever see Josh Gates? And he does expedition.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I remember him. Yeah,
Unknown.
I haven't
Unknown.
watched him in years.
He went and he searched for the Yeti in the Himalayan mountains. And it's him and a few Sherpa and his team, and I mean they were in the snow. They were like in the they were hiking up. I mean, this guy is like modern day Indiana Jones. Anyway, they
Himalayas.
did find it made international news. He did find a huge Yeti, big a foot in the snow, and they actually cast it.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, I was just so interested because the Yeti is a little supposedly it's in the family of Bigfoot. It's white, but it's not brown. And anyway, I just found that so interesting. So that's the other thing. I would always follow him. So anyway, so let's talk about the Mothman prophecies. What do you guys remember? What you guys are older than us.
Richard Gere.
Yeah, Richard Gere. Yeah, you are Richard Gere, right? Didn't you do the Mothman prophecies, Dennis?
He was the main actor in it. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never
No.
seen it, full disclosure, but I know he was in it.
I saw it when it came out, but I don't remember much of that. I mean, I just know the basics.
You're still young.
You guys, did you guys see anything when it really happened? It happened in between 1966 and 1967 in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. For that whole year, there were a bunch of sightings, and it all started it was an abandoned munitions factory that was just outside Point Pleasant. And some kids were hanging out there, and supposedly this big bird, what they said was a bird, really, huge wings, huge, basically taunted them, followed them back. And then after that, there were like a whole string of sightings. And during that year, of course, men and women show up, which was so interesting. They show up and they're like intimidating. You don't want to talk about that or whatever. They hung around there until the bridge collapsed. In 1967 December, there was a bridge collapse, and 46 people died, I think it was. And anyway, it was a big, huge thing. But the biggest thing that I took away from that was that the eyes were really red, and that they reflected. So they were reflective eyes. That's what the eyewitnesses say. And even to this day, there's a couple of people that are still around that live right there in Point Pleasant. They still say that they talk about it. So what are your thoughts on that, Delphine? What are your thoughts on the Mothman?
Me first?
Yes, you first. Ladies
Well,
first.
I did see the movie a long time ago. Full disclosure, I don't remember it because I don't see movies and watch television. I do remember seeing lots of shows on it over the years. I think it's real. I think for some reason there was a portal that opened, and for some reason the portal opened for whatever reason, and this creature from another dimension seeped into our dimension, and it was real and it really happened. I do remember that they had physical proof of one because didn't it like attack somebody's car and the scratch
Yes.
marks were all over the car? So
Yes.
there was much physical proof. I think also law enforcement agents, lots of credible people witnessed this. So it wasn't just hearsay. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
remember they had actual physical, actual photo evidence on the show that showed the scratches, and the scratches were metal car, and it would scare the crap out of you.
They looked
And
real. I'm trying to find it because I came across it a
just a
while
reminder,
ago, and then
just a
I thought
reminder,
that
around that time, cars were made well. Body
yes,
panels were made well. I'm
Metal, real
sorry.
metal.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're not this
yes,
thin tin shit that they
right,
form and
right,
it gets its strength from
right,
its form.
right.
That shit was heavy.
let me see.
And they
I'm just
showed
trying to-
how the intensity of the scratch marks and how you would have to it'd have to be really a powerful scratch.
Oh, the pounds per
right.
Yeah,
square inch on that would be
yes,
amazing. It
yes.
really would.
So I do remember, so I think it's real. I don't know how portals open up. It could have been,
Well,
it could have been like, I think maybe there were some witches or some people practicing
yeah.
deep dark cult magic that opened it up. I mean, I just think that people, portals open up all the time for whatever reason. I do think that people can open up a good or bad portal. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I think that's
Manipulate by frequency.
yes, by frequency. That's the most interesting thing to me. I think everything is vibrational, and
Mhm.
through frequency. And the other thing, the other aspect of this is that if these the saint and whatever whoever's doing spells or trying to conjure these things, they know how to manipulate it in such a way that portals open. There's that, and then of course there's CERN. That's a whole other discussion. It
Right.
did start back up there. You know what CERN is, right? You guys,
Yep, in
and
Switzerland. Yep. Well,
yeah,
there's been demonic entities, opening up bad portals and doing nefarious things since the beginning of
yeah,
the dawn of evil. So,
fine, yeah. Yeah. And I mean, but I mean, basically, I think what's happened is there was a documentary about it. It's been a couple, but maybe like 6 months ago, I saw it, and they were talking about how they did succeed in creating an actual portal, like to another dimension. But what came through and what we have no idea. There's no control over it. That's the problem with the portals and then these entities that we see that coming through and all of that. I mean, so it's so interesting to me. What I find interesting too is that even to this day, I mean, most of these stories that we're talking about here is part of the fabric of our society, and our culture. I mean, you have all these different things, and whether it's real or not, I think most people believe a lot of it. What say you about all of that? Do you want to go,
Ooh,
Joe?
sure. I think there's no coincidence in. I'm gonna bring a little 3D here, and
Okay.
for a quick second. It's almost the bizarro world of Biden came to Pittsburgh, and as soon as you got into town, a bridge fell. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
maybe a connection there, but no. Well, one of my things was, okay, with the Mothman, okay, we attribute it with the bridge, okay,
Yeah.
the bridge that collapsed, and this thing obviously came through a portal, okay, or something. But doesn't it make sense that that bridge could have been affected by a something from the portal or something passing through that we have no visual contact or interdimensionally, and yet it had a physical effect here. That's all I'm saying. Just like Dennis had said,
Right.
they took a picture of Bigfoot, the shadow, but there was nothing in between. Again, there has to be some sort of substance. For instance, we're just going through a new portal. We all feel the bizarre energy that we're going through it. For everyone, it seems to be a little bit different, but there's no doubt there's something. So that's my thing. There's something to it. Is it? Could you say it's coincidence? Sure, but you can't discount it, right? And again, I'm a believer of nothing. There are no coincidences, but that's just it. When you tie it to that way, what I would actually like to be able to talk to someone that actually experienced it.
Yeah.
You know, that would be cool as hell. I mean, just their thought process, because it's like certain things. Once you, okay, my hand of God thing, you don't forget these things when something like that happens. It's ingrained in your memory. In fact, my grandchildren's grandchildren will have that image in their head. It was that much. But again, I think with that, was it a warning? Was it a premonition? Was it something? Yeah, it was something. Why couldn't someone come through and go, hey, something bad's going to happen, and to try and, let's say, scare people or warn people? Maybe they just didn't know how to go about doing it. But it is interesting that the not so coincidence of the bridge collapsing. Again, I don't. You'll talk to a bunch of people that say, oh, there are no coincidences, and they will say in this 3D frame, that's just a coincidence. You can't have it both ways. You either believe or you don't.
Or you don't,
My opinion. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
I agree with that. What do you think, Dennis?
Totally.
He said his piece and he's out. He's like, that's my 2 cents and I'm out of here now. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Well, you know, I think the Mothman probably does come in and out. I don't know. I know originally the Mothman was it was thought to have been there to warn people about the bridge collapse. I don't know. After that, I don't know why it keeps popping up though.
Yeah. Well, they also said there was this Indian, his name was Chief Cornstalk, and him and his son were murdered by the settlers, and it is said that he cursed the town, and that's when this happened, they said that it was because of the curse. The bridge, just a couple of things, the bridge was actually only 40 years old at the time. Hi, is that your great grandfather?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks for coming. We were hoping to see you today.
I thought my grandpa was talking to my mom.
No, I'm still famous.
Just us crazy people.
You have the same grandpa. He's very famous. He's a king.
Yes.
Sure.
But yeah, so the bridge was 40 years old, and they said that there was something that there was a pin or something. Hold on, I found it. Yeah, they also said that. Hold on. I wrote it down here specifically because here. The 13th pin was cracked, whatever that was. The other interesting thing was there were some witnesses that said that the day prior to the actual collapse of the bridge, that people saw something black crawling up on the side of the bridge. There's several witnesses to that. I'm just wondering, would it have been maybe the men in black? Maybe they decided, I don't know. I mean, we don't know what the government thinks or not thinks, or does or not does. To create a false flag, oops, I'm not supposed to say that. Sorry, everybody. Anyway, I don't know. What do you think,
False
Delphine?
flappy thing. Well, I wouldn't put it past the government to do anything, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I don't know much about that incident, but probably, probably.
It'd be interesting to figure out, okay, what was going on in 67, 68? What was going on? There was the space that, I mean, Martin Luther King Jr. died in 68. He was assassinated, right? Bobby
Was
Kennedy
that 68 or 69?
67. It was during a whole year between 67 and 68.
No, I mean MLK Jr.
Oh, I thought he died in 68. He was assassinated, I thought, in 68. Wasn't
Was
it?
that the same year that Robert Kennedy?
Yeah,
I'll look up.
I think
Hold on,
so.
I'll look it up. Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up, Delphine.
You
I'll
missed
let
it,
you know.
Joe.
What happened?
Oh, is there
My
a
great
joke?
granddaughter came.
The what?
My great granddaughter made an appearance.
Oh,
Yeah, she made an
You
appearance.
missed-
I'll go back and see it.
It was brief.
It's all right.
Okay.
It'll be worth me going back.
Thank you, Russ. Yeah, Russ said it was scuba divers in black wetsuits. That's what it was. Thank you, Russ.
April 4th, 1968 was when Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated.
Okay. And then when was JFK? When was Bobby Kennedy? Because it was within close proximity to that. And this happened December. The bridge collapsed December. I think it was December 22nd. Was it? Or I think it was a week.
I don't remember. I saw the date. I don't remember.
Bobby Kennedy died June 6th, 1968.
June 6th. So yeah, it was what with it. So that was going on. There was all that civil rights turmoil. There was all that stuff going on in the world. I just find it interesting. That's all. I'm just saying. So yeah, there were scuba divers in black suits that were seen the day before the collapse, climbing on the bridge for whatever reason.
Another
And
false flag.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it was a flappy thing.
Okay. You can't say that. You have to say wrong flappy thing. Wrong flappy thing.
Wrong flappy thing. It was the flappy thing.
Dang,
Let's see. Masabi. Let's see. Masabi is saying. Masabi 1 is saying. My mind goes to. Did the date that it happened add up to something? Was it a ritual for loss of life? Was there a movie or TV show prior about the bridge collapse? I think Mothman may have tried to warn. That's interesting. I didn't even think of that.
See, Mothman to me also looks like the New Jersey Devil, and it looks like that Pisa, the Native American. It's a very similar spirit type description.
Yeah, I did a pendulum on the New Jersey Devil, and it's a giant bat.
Giant bat.
The Jersey Devil. A giant bat from Africa.
From Africa. Okay.
Yeah, it came in from Africa from on a ship or something.
Oh, it wasn't like first class or Delta.
No, I think it was economy class.
When I had mentioned when I drove to Kentucky, okay, and there was these massive birds when I was driving.
Yeah, that's
and honest to goodness, they were coming and it was in Kentucky and it was in Ohio. It was down towards that part. But anyway, the wingspan was wider than the width of the tractor trailers. Yeah. Now I've seen turkey vultures. I've seen them. We have them here. They're big. This thing was huge. Wow. And I mean, I was like, wow, what are they growing down there? because
Wow.
I've never seen anything that big. And there was at least a dozen of them that I saw. That
Yeah.
was amazing to me. I'm like, okay, what kind of bird is that?
Mm-hmm.
That big, that wide? I've never
Did it look
seen
like
that
a
before.
dragon? Do you think like a
No,
dragon?
no,
Maybe like a
it looked like just the
a
wingspan
turtle
of
or
the bird
something?
was massive, and it was just gliding. It was gliding.
Wow.
I
Joe,
didn't even see a
Day or
wingspan.
Joe,
night?
I'll have to pull on it. I'll have to pull on because I have to ask.
What's the
Beachgoer
card?
wanted me to pull on it, so I'll
Oh,
pull.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Day or
still
night,
owe you
Joe?
that.
it was day. It was day
'Cause I
during
was
the day.
traveling down around in that area too. I don't know if it was Virginia or North Carolina or somewhere around West Virginia or something. But I
Mhm.
was driving alone at night, and right across the front of my windshield, something with a big wingspan of at least 6 foot had just
Wow.
zipped right across there, and I didn't.
Mhm.
I thought maybe it was like a giant owl or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Wow.
seen wood owls. They're big, but to
Yeah.
have I mean,
Could
that
it have
had to
been
be
an
at
eagle?
least a 12-foot
All
wingspan.
right, I'm gonna
Wow.
pull on it. I'm gonna pull on
Yeah,
it.
let's pull on it.
Yeah, pull some cards.
Okay, I'm asking the spirit guide to send message to keep me safe. That's right. Wisely, also gotta ask Archangel Michael. Yeah.
Near water could be condors, Russ is saying.
Give her a second, Chrissy. Let her focus.
What
Near water
was
could be condors.
Holy Spirit of God, what information can you tell me about what Joe saw on this trip? What was that bird that Joe saw on his trip? Holy Spirit of God. Joe see on his trip.
Vampire.
Definitely you created a portal. I know that much because I downloaded that and channeled that
Yeah, with
when
the
I was on the
airplane, yeah.
phone with you last week. But I never did a reading on it. Yeah. Yeah. You are crossing through, what did I tell you? You're crossing through many portals. That was to show you
Mhm.
that you could stop time because when things happen like that, people think that time is stopping and something is like there's a glitch in the matrix, but I'm getting that that's not what's happening, is that people are
Mhm.
creating portals and going through portals.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the gifts that you're getting. Remember I told you, Joe, that you're gonna be
Right.
getting major gifts. So that was one of the gifts.
That's amazing.
Because one of the
Yeah.
things leading up to this was the question, besides the birds, was I saw a plane taking off. It sat there. I drove more than a mile, and it never moved. It wasn't that it was landing. It wasn't it was flying. It was taking off from one of the airports down there, and it
Wow.
just sat there. It just
Yep.
sat there. Now I'm driving more than a mile, and I'm looking, I'm watching traffic. I'm like, that thing ain't moving. And you know how you go, am I seeing this shit? I was seeing it. And, pretty much, do we create the portals? Are we, and in fact, I guess it was one of our shows. I had asked either Delphine but we were talking about it. I think it was, we're going through portals within this portal. Okay. But
Mhm.
I think some people will actually themselves become a portal.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm
Themselves.
getting.
Right.
Yeah, that's what so I think let me continue the reading. So you did stop time. Okay, so everything stopped. You were the only one that saw that, and you were the only one that saw the plane. No one else saw it.
Wow.
Well,
All right. And so it's a gift that was being presented to you. The reason why that happened is because that was spirit and your guides letting you know that this is available. Do you want to be able to do that? See, this is your
oh
gift.
yeah,
Wow.
I'll take
That
that.
that's an
Male
you.
guide. Male guide. Your male guide.
No good. Oh,
that's
okay.
interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the cards confirmed what I got as a download when I was talking to you, Joe.
Yeah, and Russ,
Yeah.
there's
So,
no
so
condors in Ohio.
we can become portals. I'm sorry.
Now Russ is in the chat saying condor has 9 to 10 foot wingspan.
Yes. Make
I mean,
sure to
this was
email me,
wider
Russ, so
than
you
a
get your
tractor
reading.
trailer, not
Mhm.
lengthwise, widthwise. I mean,
Hi,
it was gigantic.
Cecilia. Evening. Hey, everybody. I just want to say hi. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to.
Delphine, what was Beachgoer's question that you were going to pull cards
Okay.
on?
Yeah, you were going to pull cards.
Beachgoer, the question was, Beachgoer Sharon, when selenium was discovered to cure muscular dystrophy in animals by Dr. Gerald Wallach, were the Jerry Lewis telethons canceled once Jerry was told? In other words, the news was covered up. Okay.
Wow.
The question is, when selenium was discovered to cure muscular dystrophy in animals by Dr. Gerald Wallach, were the Jerry Lewis telethons canceled once Jerry was told? In other words, the news was covered up. Okay, so that's a yes or no question.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, Spirit. When selenium was discovered to cure muscular dystrophy in animals by Dr. Wallach, was it covered up and the telethons canceled? When selenium was discovered to cure muscular dystrophy in animals by Dr. Gerald Wallach, Spirit, Holy Spirit of God, were the Jerry Lewis telethons canceled once Jerry was told? Was the news covered? Wow, beachgoer.
No way.
Wow, beachgoer. Yeah,
Well, beachgoer.
Holy moly.
it's something that they've been covering up for a very, very long time because this is long term. They've been
Yeah.
working very hard to cover it up. That's the past.
Pretty cool.
Was it money laundering?
Yeah, probably.
Funny that you should bring this up because this is what's going on now. I have a feeling that this is going to be revealed because this is in the very near future. Okay. There's plans on it being revealed because this is long-term planning and a journey. So it's going to come out and they're planning on bringing it out. Right now, this is a little pause. Right now, it's going to they're trying to figure out, I'm getting that they're trying to figure out how they're going to let this how they're going to release this. So they're kind of contemplating, strategizing how it's going to come out because they know that it's going to upset a lot of people once it does come out. It is going to be revealed. It's going to be revealed that they've lied to us because this is the card of deceit and betrayal. They try to pull something on us and they've been strategizing again for a long time. So yes, and it's going to come out. So absolutely, yes, beachgoer 219. Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
yes.
amazing.
And thank you for the question and for the coffees.
Yes. Wow. That's amazing.
Unbelievable. Wow.
That's
Amazing.
pretty cool. Definitely cool.
So,
Unbelievable.
do you guys want to pull some cards on Bigfoot or no? It's up to you.
Yeah, sure.
I'll do anything. I'm game for it. It's your show.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's my show. Uh-oh. What?
She said she'll do anything. Uh-oh.
She'll
That's
do
right.
anything.
I'll do anything.
Well, I don't know. That's a little difficult. She's 3,000
Yeah, we were
miles
all
from
young
us.
ones.
Don't get too excited, Dennis. She's married.
I might need to
Well,
get a
not anything.
pacemaker afterwards.
All right. So
Dennis.
why don't we?
Brought
my
to you
God.
by pacemaker.com.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're too funny, Dennis.
So let me just show you this. My question was going to be, is Bigfoot real? And while shuffling, Oh my God! Hold
Okay,
on.
you want to do it? Want us to both see what we get if we say if it's real?
Yeah, I actually was gonna ask that question, and then 3 cards popped out. So you shuffle and see what you get, and I'm just gonna use these 3 cards since they popped out.
Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and
Okay.
the skunk ape real.
I'll do pendulum. You two do tarot cards,
Okay,
and
okay.
Joe will do his
It's-
dowsing rod.
Yeah, Jew yeah.
Is
Okay. I have
Sasquatch
to
and
take my
Bigfoot
headphones
real?
off for that.
Is the spirit of God? Is Sasquatch and Bigfoot real? Holy God, is Sasquatch and Bigfoot real? I already know they're real.
I
But-
do too. But
I just want to see what the cards
Yeah.
say.
yeah,
My pendulum says yes, they're real.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Renee's got a good question. Do we
Wow.
humans
Big
have
time. Big time. Yep.
some of the same DNA as Sasquatch?
This is what it's
Okay, what are your
hidden,
cards?
going away, whatever. Victory, yes. And I got
You got an ace as well. Holy mo, we've got 2 aces, so
and
absolutely.
victory and an ace. And those came out right when I was gonna ask the question. They just popped out.
Mine was a yes also.
Wow.
Wow.
No, Jay's got
That's
yes also.
amazing.
I got
Yeah.
a full
You
house.
got yes?
Yeah.
You got a full house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since you two got 2 aces, I got a full house.
Oh, Moonchild, I got your email. I'll look at it after the show.
Okay. All right. I have a
Okay.
question for everyone. Since I have you all live, was what I saw an orb or was it a camera glitch? What
Okay,
do
here
you
we go.
get? Okay. Did I see
Okay,
an
yeah.
orb? Did I
Did
see an orb or a
Delphine-
camera glitch? Did I see an orb or was it a camera glitch? Holy Spirit of God. Did I see an actual orb,
did
spirit,
Delphine
or was it a
see
camera
orb?
glitch?
Or was it just the
It wasn't
glare
a
of her camera? Was it an orb?
Was what?
What I see? What I see? Holy Spirit of God, was it an orb or was it a camera glitch? Holy Spirit, did I see it?
Orb.
Or was it a camera glitch?
Yeah. I got spirit.
I got spirit
Or
also.
orbs are spirits, so Renee's got a good question too if you want to bring that one up.
Oh, I got it's an orb, and I got it's an intergalactic orb because that's the intergalactic card.
I got
Okay,
orb
let
and
me
spirit.
show you the cards that I pulled. I pulled quite a few
Okay.
because I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, so I got this is a
This is
soft
one of my family members.
Okay, this is a soft yes, right?
That's a soft yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then comes it's sort of like a fighting card, warrior, conflict, whatever, right? Then I got the Fool card, which is sort of I would consider it to be like a fancy free spirit kind of, entity type
Moving in
card
new
that was trying
directions.
see, I'm
That's
looking
new.
at
I
it this
get
way.
that more moving in a new direction. Could be defensive. I got the world, which is a portal card. It's final integration of matter, which is a big yes. That's a yes.
Right,
I got the star card, which is a spirit card, which is intergalactic. That's a spiritual card.
right.
And I got this card, which is a collaboration. It's somebody that I know. It's like a
Okay. Well-
someone like it's a collaboration. Somebody I know. I get it's like a lover or it's somebody from my
Mhm.
past, but somebody. It's a spirit that I know, but it's definitely a spirit because it's like I got the star card.
Could that be a guide, Delphine?
It could be a
With
guide.
that
I'm
co-
getting
with
the
that
star. Yeah.
because when I
Could
got
be a guide.
when I asked, I got spirit, but when you were saying that and I saw the card, I got that might be a guide.
Yeah, because the star card is the spirit guide. It's a highly spiritual card. It's a galactic spirit
Well,
guide
I
type
got-
thing. Yep.
I got the
Yeah.
Hangman, which is like it's an enlightened soul.
Dennis
Okay.
glitch. He's frozen.
And then he's trying to get out of the air, whatever. He was trying to move away from, get out of the situation, whatever he's in, and
Yeah.
it's hidden
Mm-hmm.
and unique. and then there were a
Yeah.
lot of them. There's a lot
Wow.
of entities. So isn't that
Also
interesting?
family. And that's also the family card too. And I got it was something that like a family
Okay.
card. So maybe like my spirit family or a guide or something. Very interesting.
What'd you get, Dennis?
Very interesting, enlightened.
Oh, this is separate. I got my pendulum says it was an orb or spirit, but I
Okay.
was going off of Renee's question too. And
Which
that
was?
Hang on. Where are you? Do we humans have some of the same DNA as Sasquatch?
Ooh, let's ask that one.
Oh, that's a good one. Where
Right,
is
here we
that?
go. Do we humans share some of the DNA as Sasquatch? Holy Spirit of God, do we humans have the same of the DNA as Sasquatch? Do we humans share the same DNA as Sasquatch? I'm getting a no.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That they're completely different species. They're from another planet. No, we don't. We don't.
Wow. I got from another planet looking out from somewhere else. I got the star card. And I got
I think they're from a different galaxy.
the 8 of Wands.
Yeah.
So,
because the magician card is a tricky card. That means there's an illusion. This is that's something. It's like that's a no. That's an illusion. Delusion. Yeah. And I'm getting that from another. For actually,
they're looking from afar.
From the spiritual community and the spiritual community.
Yeah.
A lot of people that think that that Bigfoot come from the planet Maldek, which was destroyed, and that's part of the asteroid belt. That's not true?
No.
No?
They were humanoids.
They were humanoids?
Yeah, Maldek was humanoid.
Oh, okay.
I think they went to Mars or they went to Earth.
Oh, so maybe the Bigfoot are from, I don't know. I just get that the Bigfoot are not from this planet. They're from a planet.
I'm getting Bigfoot. No, intuitively, I'm getting Bigfoot is from a different galaxy.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Here we go.
Me too. So, no, we all got that we do not share their DNA.
No.
They're different from us.
Yeah.
I think we share DNA of the 22 different life forms within this galaxy alone, but not from a different galaxy. But that's the question we can ask too. I don't know.
All right, here we go. Follow-up question: are Mary Jean's blue dots or orbs? Okay. Are Mary Jean's pictures blue dots or orbs? But Mary Jean pictures, are they blue dots or orbs? Mary Jean's pictures, blue dots or orbs?
I gotta fall. Something fell.
If it fell, they must have significance.
Wow. Hold on. Hey, Oscar. My cat's going. What are you doing?
Very interesting.
Well, do you already Johnson now?
Okay, this is what I got. This is the one that popped out. The Fool. So then I got a yes. Then I got there's a whole bunch.
Okay, well, I got.
What did you get?
Hello. I got Mary Jean. Hello. Yes, they were orbs. Big time orbs. 2 aces.
Oh, you got aces.
The Wheel of Fortune and the World. So what Mary Jean saw were orbs. So Mary Jean, hate to tell you, honey, everything we're seeing are orbs. And what you got are orbs too.
This is a portal card. So that would definitely confirm that. That's a portal card.
hold on. This is a portal card too. The world's a portal
That's
card.
a portal card.
And-
These are portal cards. There's a lot of portals.
Listen,
So-
2 aces. You
Wow.
don't need to add 2 aces.
Yep.
So that's a yes. And that's another yes. Hold on. Where's the other? 2 aces.
Wow.
So those are 2 yeses. So yes. So
That's
big time.
amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. Yep.
All right.
Big time. Wow.
That's amazing.
Hang
It
on,
is
Dennis was
amazing.
in thought there.
Unbelievable.
So do we have any more questions?
Dennis,
Dennis, you have
What?
any more?
you were in.
I was, but I don't want
The
to.
forest is Sasquatch going to come up any minute, right? He's waiting. He's
I know.
waiting to.
I
tell
didn't do it.
us
I'm sorry. I'm tired.
I know. I'm getting there.
I
I'm
don't know
tired.
how
too.
how
That's
accurate
okay.
I'll
We
be.
can end it.
My pendulum disagreed with both of you.
It's because, see,
I
these
guess-
guys are.
okay, Chrissy, well, we do one
Which
last
is
question.
kind of strange because it started off with a yes and then went to a no.
Oh,
Both
man.
times.
Okay, well, maybe that could be because she has so many. Maybe there are some, and
Could be.
some aren't. Some
Yeah,
aren't.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's actually very true.
That would make a little more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to pull one more thing? What were you going to say, Delphine?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if these interdimensional beings, do they come in through portals? Which I'm pretty sure, but I'll pull 3
Okay.
cards and see.
Well,
Do
we
these-
already know that Sasquatch comes in through an dimensional portal.
How about this?
Okay.
Are the portals opened up by the military when we see the Sasquatch?
No, they don't open up those. They open up their own portals. The military has nothing to do with
Well,
Sasquatches.
so the Sasquatch, do they open the portals?
Okay,
There
let's
are
ask.
There are
all right,
natural
let's ask
portals also.
if
but
Sasquatches
exactly.
open their own portals.
All
Okay.
right.
Do
The
Sasquatches open their own portals? Do Sasquatches open their own portals? Do Sasquatches open their own portals? That's an interesting question because there could be there
Wow.
could be other things that create portals, or let's see what I get. I get that they do.
Yeah. When
Yep.
they do it when
Yep.
they're running away from trouble.
Yep.
I got the strength card. I get the
Yeah, intuitively, I'm a yes on
surrender.
that, yeah.
It's a collaborative thing, and it's quick. It helps them go. It helps them travel from area to area quickly. Portal.
But I also got that they make use of the natural portals. I mean, a portal
Yeah.
moves around, so
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you what I got. I'm getting a download. So I got this. The trees. They create the portals, but the trees are portals. They use the trees.
Wow, I love that.
well,
That's
don't,
why
don't
you see
forget,
them in the
yeah,
forest all the time and nowhere else.
your
Yeah.
portal has to
Yeah.
have grounding on
Yeah,
top
it has
of
to
that.
be
I mean,
natural.
that's
It has to
what
be-
The ley
there
lines,
has to be
right?
something in the soil that connects the portal.
Everything
to be.
every portal is natural. Every portal's natural unless it's well, let's say most portals are natural. They can't
I would
create
say most. Right.
most. I will say that that the Sasquatches, yeah, they actually, I do think that they also create their own portals because there's a gift here
Yeah.
too. But definitely the trees, that's a yes, and I definitely get the trees, definitely. And I'm also getting that in Sasquatch, I'm getting that the women actually rule. That the women are
Wow.
actually are in charge of the tribes, not the men.
I believe that.
That's why you see the men all the time because they're running away from the women.
Hey man, we're fierce, we're farriers, we're warriors. I love
Hey,
it.
I'm gonna go here with Daryl. Me and Daryl's gonna go over this side here. You were just out with Daryl. Yeah, he needs my help.
Oh, that's crazy. But definitely the trees are
Oh.
portals, definitely big time. And
so
Gypsy
cool.
Mama said that as well too.
And
Yeah.
I wonder if fairies are using a portal to come from Middle Earth to up above and back.
Yes, they create their own portals for
Yeah.
sure.
I would say
For
yes.
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to be our show. These guys, I mean, it's 9:30 on the East Coast. Dennis and I, we could probably go another, I don't know.
Yeah, another 5 hours. We're
Another
good.
We
5
got another
hours for
5,
goodness.
6 hours in it
Yeah.
at least.
Me and Delphine haven't been sleeping.
Hey,
You
Yeah.
guys,
hey, Friday night's open.
so yeah, so
Nobody
Friday
works on
night, I'm
Saturday.
thinking I
Nobody
might
works on
come on
Saturday.
Friday. So if you guys want to come on, I don't know. We'll see what
I'm up
where
to it.
everybody's doing.
I,
Do
I,
it.
This is ready.
Are you up to it?
yeah, I'm
Okay.
Yeah,
up to it.
because
I don't have a lot.
I'll be doing my tarot readings on Saturday night. So if you want to do something on Friday,
Okay. Yeah, I'll do something
Sure.
on Friday. That'll be
Just
fun.
pick a subject.
All right, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I gotta like go into my my mind mold and see what I come up with.
Your mind mold or your mind
mind
meld?
mind mode. Go into mind mode.
My mind mold. But
Mind mode.
thank you guys. I think it was a fun chat. Hopefully, everybody liked it. And
Now, if only Joe will just clean up his area a little bit more.
yeah, I mean, you
Telling you,
know,
clean.
it
You're gonna
looks
see
just
stuff
so
happening. I'm telling you.
messy. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Right here. That's right about there. That's where we're gonna have stuff.
I'm changing my landscape.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change your landscape. He's
Dennis,
gonna
you're
pack
changing
up his
dimension.
camping gear.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
change
gonna
the
pack up his
dimension here.
camping gear.
I'm trying to get room to put up some of the crap I collect.
Well, there you go.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Oh.
getting rid of it. But see if it's in my face, I'll go. Yeah, got to get rid of that. Yeah, it's true.
There you go.
It's true.
Cookies, cakes, pies.
Yeah, the wife's supposed to bake me a pie. I'm not gonna bitch about a pie. I like pie.
What
You
kind
know,
of pie?
Cookies. I like sweet potato, pumpkin, apple. I can't have seeds, so I used to love everything. Blueberry pie. Oh my god, one of my
I have never
favorites. I
had a
miss it.
sweet potato pie. I don't even know what it tastes. I don't even know
Southern
what
sweet
that is.
potato pie. That's all I can
Rhubarb.
say. I've had rhubarb. I would go sweet potato all the way.
Rhubarb is a vegetable, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
And
No,
there's-
that's
and
rutabaga.
I just had this conversation with someone on one of the other channels. I guess there's something like some people put slices of cheese on apple pie.
Yeah.
Cheddar, American.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've
No,
tasted it.
Yep.
It's okay. I've tasted it. I would just rather have the pie. One of the weird things that I had, and it was down south, was onions and ice cream. Sounds horrible.
Oh,
Wait,
Okay.
wait. I'll be the first one to tell you. I got a gag reflex, and it wasn't horrible. I tried it, and it was kind of like it was like a double dog dare. I had to go for it, So
Oh my gosh.
I definitely had to do it. But honestly, it really wasn't. Yeah, okay. Some people put salt on watermelon. Again, weird shit. I'm not afraid to try things, but
yeah. I mean,
yeah, onions and ice cream. I thought they were bullshitting me. No, they weren't. But it's better if it's grated. That's all I can tell you. It's an odd flavor, although I can't see you mixing it in with like sorbet or something like that. I don't know. But
I don't know.
weird to try. When in Rome. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
When in Rome, all right. Yeah, strawberry, rhubarb. Okay, you guys can keep the rhubarb. I don't anyway.
Oh, and
I know.
Do you know what? I don't know if someone was kidding when I was in that chat today. Someone had said peanut butter and onion sandwiches. Not going.
Oh, that
Sorry.
sounds gross too.
No.
That sounds so
sorry.
Wait,
disgusting.
I went for onions and ice cream. I went for onions and ice cream. Onions and peanut butter. No way. Not trying.
No, that just makes me nauseous thinking about that.
Yeah.
No, there's some funky flavored ice creams. Like there's like I don't know. There was like steak and cheese ice cream and like savory ice creams that sound pretty nasty too. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I
Toe
like
jam,
that.
toe jam delect. No thanks.
Ew.
Garlic
Ew.
festival. I love garlic, I have to say, but I don't think I would be putting it in my ice cream. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm
I'm
willing to try
Italian too,
things.
but I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I will try things.
I'm
And
kissable because I put garlic in everything, but I don't have a boyfriend anyway, so there you go.
there you go.
There's Oscar.
Oh, Kitty. Yep, he's gonna knock something down.
Oscar, be
wait
careful.
a second. Okay.
Here it
Oh, wait.
comes.
Save this
What's
video just in case
Wait.
this is Cats Can Be Dicks video if he knocks it down.
What are you doing? He's like, what? I didn't do anything. What are you looking at?
Poor Oscar.
Oscar.
What's your
Talking
problem?
and stuff.
Here comes the tail.
He's like, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. All right, well, we will be back. What did you knock down now?
Ah,
See,
Yeah. See,
Yep.
Well,
check
I'm
out those
right.
bags. They're horrible.
that's right. He knew.
Oscar
Joe
Piccolo.
called it.
Oscar. All right. Well, we'll be back Friday then, and up until then, we're out of there. We're out of here.
Thanks,
I don't know.
everyone.
Everybody have a great.
Bye.
let me know by
Thanks, guys.
tomorrow what the topics are.
Yes, I will email you.
So we
Well,
can
No
email
earthly
you my
shit. I don't want
little-
no earthly shit.
No, we'll send you
I'm not doing
telepathy.
earthly shit.
Chrissy, we'll
Yeah,
do telepathy.
Oh
No,
no.
I prefer smoke signals. Thank you.
Smoke signals.
You know I'm not going to get that, Delphine.
All right. Love you
Me
guys.
neither. Me neither.
Oh my God.
And just remember that Delphine will do anything. Okay.
Oh no, I won't. No, I won't.
Memories.
Like
Like the corners of my mouth.
Woman,
I got my camera ready.
listen. I am a married woman and a mistress to you by spirit only.
What goes on the internet stays on the internet. That's all I can say.
I'm smart enough to stay out of this.
Spiritual mistress, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but whatever.
You guys
You
crack
guys.
me up.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I'll
Okay,
see
love
you
you too.
Friday, everybody. Love
All
you.
right. See you Friday.
Bye. We're out of here. I'm out of here now. Out,
All righty
out, out.
then.